pilot program teaching advanced placement African American studies in our public schools may come to an end. The state says that it will no longer fund that program.
This is a nationwide epidemic.
All right, listen up, y'all.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another episode of All Things Education Official. I'm your host and educator, DrAbdullah, giving you educational news from a foundational Black American man's perspective. If you like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. Come on over, put us in the algorithm, and follow me on my social media handles. That will be on TikTok, Rumble, Facebook, and Instagram. According to the LAalive.com article entitled, Georgia eliminates African American history courses from high schools. With schools due to start back up in a few days, educators are howling at the state decision to eliminate an advancement placement African American studies class from high schools. Critics say the decision smacks of politics. Words of this slipped out when Gwinnett County school officials abruptly announced they had to pull an AP African American Studies class that had been on the books for over 200 students and teachers this fall. Advanced placement means students can use this class to obtain college credits. The class went away after the state abruptly pulled funding for it. The Georgia Department of Education says the AP African American History course was a limited time pilot course that concluded last school year. Superintendent Richard Woods has opted not to recommend this course for state approval at this time, wrote a DOE spokeswoman without further explanation.
Yeah, school systems across the state are trying to figure out what's next. About 20 minutes ago, I got a statement from APS, which says it will continue with the class. It says Atlanta Public Schools charter system status gives us the flexibility to continue offering AP African American Studies, even though it will not be supported with state funding. APS will continue with the course with local funds. That is in stark contrast to Gwinnett County, which says it will not be able to do that. This teacher did not want to be identified, but he wants his voice heard clearly.
We're doing a disservice to thousands of students across the state of Georgia.
State School Superintendent Richard Woods has pulled the plug on state funding for the Advanced Placement course for African American Studies, a pilot program. If they so choose, school districts will have to fund it themselves. We first told you about the pilot being taught at Atlanta's Maynard Jackson High last year. This teacher was excited to get back in the classroom to teach students.
Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, none of them found any offense to the course. We don't teach critical race theory in the classroom. I think that there is public pressure about that.
The Georgia Association of Educators calls the move, quote, ill-considered, in direct opposition to our integrity and professional duties. It went on to say, Woods' decision truly stands out against the backdrop of the approval of the AP European History class. You should know the state funds a non-AP African American Studies program. The teacher, though, says it's just for one semester. We reached out to multiple state school board members and the superintendent for comment. A spokesperson said, quote, Superintendent Woods feels the current existing state-funded African-American course is the best path for schools to offer students instruction on this topic. Why do you think this is happening now so late?
That's the question that I have as well. You know, we start back to school in a couple of weeks. Is a disservice to students.
In the last 2 years, Republicans at the state capitol have openly resisted diversity-driven school curricula. It's a litmus test that asks you to subscribe to essentially the woke agenda that's part of a battle we're facing in education all over the country. State Senator Greg Dolezal, Republican Cumming, previously said in February of 2023. The Georgia Association of Educators points out that the state has continued to approve AP European history classes, even as it cancels the AP African American Studies class. According to the Gwinnett County Public School website, quote, in GCPS, we are committed to offering a comprehensive and inclusive education for each and every student, says Dr. Calvin J. Watts, the GCPS superintendent. The 2023-24 AP African American Studies pilot was successful, and we are disappointed that students will neither have the opportunity to take nor to receive credit for this innovative college-level course. Well, you know, once again, here we are. We're in the South. But as Brother Malcolm said, El Hajj Malik Shabazz, anything south of Canada is the South. Gwinnett County has engaged in classic I'm white and I say so. The class offering was well received by students, family, and staff. It received no pushback from the community and had staff, students, and families looking forward to another year. The county did not give its constituents the decency to even give a valid reason as to why the course would be removed. This move is to help further end the misconception of Black Americans' success or lack thereof, and to further disconnect us from our roots and our greatness. As stated by the great Marcus Mosiah Garvey, a people without knowledge of their past, history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. Without the correct images and instruction in Black history, Black American history, our children will continue to be bombarded with images of poverty and lack. It is important that Black American children be educated on the current affluent and prosperous Black American communities such as Mitchellville, Maryland, Fort Washington, Maryland, Kettering, Maryland, Ladera Heights, California, Friendly, Maryland, Olympia Fields, Illinois, Uniondale, New York, Wheatley Heights, New York, Hillcrest, New York, and Woodmore, Maryland. They need to be made aware of the past communities that were established after slavery, such as Greenwood, Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Haiti District, Durham, North Carolina, Harlem, the Harlem Renaissance, New York, New York, U Street in Washington, D.C., 10th Street Historic District in Dallas, Texas, the 4th Avenue District in Birmingham, Alabama, Jackson Ward in Richmond, Virginia, 7th Street, West Oakland, California, Sweet Auburn Historic District in Atlanta, Georgia, Hastings and St. Antoine Street in Detroit, Michigan. As long as we allow those in dominant societies to control the information that we give our children, these types of tactics will be utilized and to help devalue us as a group. Create, fund, and maintain our own. That is the way that we will empower ourselves. Stop looking for our opposers or our oppressors for assistance. It's just not going to happen. This has been another episode of All Things Education Official. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share. I am your host, Dr. Abdullah. Please find me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Rumble. You are dismissed.
Yeah! You are all expurgated. You are dismissed.